Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 96 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week included Paradise Lost, Octopath Traveler, Immortals Phoenix Rising Myths of the Eastern Realm, Yakuza 6 The Song of Life, Black Legend, Kaze and the Wild Masks, and It Takes Two. The games coming out this week include I Saw Black Clouds, Narita Boy, Hitman 3 Seven Deadly Sins Greed, Escape from Life Inc., A Hat in Time Seal the Deal, A Hat in Time Yakuza Metro, and Outriders. Now on to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 7 to cover this week. Number 1. Xbox Game Pass getting over 20 new games at launch. Steve Watts at GameSpot writes, Microsoft showed off more than 20 games coming to Xbox Game Pass at its ID at Xbox Showcase. The stream also announced that these games will be available on the service the same day they go to sale elsewhere, releasing for both Xbox consoles and PC. Some highlights of the additions include the newly debuted Nobody Saves the World from Guacamelee Studio Drinkbox, Hello Neighbor 2, and Stalker 2, which was previously confirmed for the subscription service. While some have set releases this year or even this summer, most of the games have not yet announced a release target. The Ascent, which was previously planned to release last year, doesn't have a firm new release date but did make an appearance at the show. The full list of games that are coming to Xbox Game Pass day and date that were shown at the ID at Xbox Showcase include Art of the Rally, Astria Ascending, Backbone, Boyfriend Dungeon, Craftopia, Dead Static Drive, Edge of Eternity, Hello Neighbor 2, Library of Ruina, Little Witch in the Woods, Moonglow Bay, Narita Boy, Nobody Saves the World, Omno, Recompile, Sable, She Dreams Elsewhere, Stalker 2, The Ascent, Undungeon, Way to the Woods, and Wild at Heart. While the ID at Xbox Showcase was pretty long and showed games of all different shapes and sizes, there seemed to be a good number of filler with only a few games catching my eye. All my eyes are still on 12 minutes, cannot wait for that game to come out. Number 2, Microsoft is cutting the Xbox Live Gold requirement for party chat and free-to-play multiplayer. Jordan Allman at IGN writes, You will no longer need Xbox Live Gold to access party chat, looking for groups, and free-to-play multiplayer features on Xbox. The news was revealed by Xbox Preview program developer David Rossetti on Twitter. The changes are being debuted to Xbox insiders in the Alpha Skip Ahead and Alpha programs at the moment, ahead of general availability. This means that when the update comes to all Xbox users, players will no longer need an Xbox Live Gold subscription to create a party chat with their friends, look for a multiplayer group, or play free-to-play multiplayer games online. It's not clear exactly how many games will be compatible with this change, but there are plenty of high-profile free-to-play titles on Xbox, like Apex Legends and Destiny 2, that will benefit from this. The news arrives as Xbox has renamed Xbox Live to Xbox Network to, quote, distinguish the underlying service from Xbox Live Gold memberships, end quote. With all the pro-consumer moves that Microsoft and Xbox have been making over the last couple years, to me this was the biggest gap that they had in their offering. It is certainly cool to finally see this happen. Number 3, report Call of Duty heading back to World War II in 2021. Michael McWhorter at Polygon writes, The Call of Duty series is reportedly heading back to World War II in 2021, the next game in the franchise. This one, developed by Call of Duty World War II studio Sledgehammer Games, is reportedly titled Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, and will once again have ties to Warzone, the free-to-play Call of Duty Battle Royale game that launched with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty website Modern Warzone first reported those details, many of which were later backed up by Eurogamer. One disputed detail is Call of Duty World War II's Vanguard's timeframe, which Modern Warzone indicated that would take place in the 1950s, years after World War II ended. Eurogamer reported that Vanguard has a traditional World War II setting. Publisher Activision has not officially announced this year's Call of Duty entry other than to say that it has another strong premium release planned for Q4 in 2021. I, for one, am a big fan of this rumor. I hope it's true. I loved Call of Duty World War II's campaign, and I would love to see what they can do in the World War II setting with these beautiful, high-powered next-gen machines. Number 4, Microsoft could reportedly acquire Discord by next month. Jordan Allman at IGN writes, Microsoft is reportedly in exclusive talks to acquire Discord, and the deal could be completed as soon as next month. A report from the Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with the matter, has backed up a Bloomberg report from earlier this week, which said that Microsoft was in talks to purchase Discord for $10 billion or more, and that Xbox boss Phil Spencer was part of the discussions. Quote, Microsoft and Discord are in exclusive talks and could complete a deal next month, assuming the negotiations don't fall apart, end quote, the article says. It also points out that the acquisition is apparently tied to Microsoft hoping to reach more consumers across both gaming and social networking. A similar drive saw Microsoft pursue an abandoned acquisition of TikTok last year. Discord previously partnered with Xbox Game Pass to provide members with special perks such as an access to Discord Nitro, its premium service. If the deal goes through, this would be another high-profile acquisition for Microsoft, who recently picked up ZeniMax Media for $7.5 billion, pulling development studios such as Arcane, Bethesda, and id Software under its wing in the process. Personally, I would love to see Microsoft do this, but it comes with the big caveat of hopefully them putting it on PlayStation consoles as well. I have played Call of Duty Warzone with players on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC at the same time, and if we could link up via a party chat using Discord on all devices, that would be far preferable than using the in-game chat that cuts out all the time. Number 5, Resident Evil Re:Verse's open beta is coming in April. Austin Goslin at Polygon writes, the new Resident Evil multiplayer game is getting another beta, and this time it's going to be open to everyone. The open beta for Resident Evil Re:Verse will launch on April 7th and run till April 11th. Resident Evil Re:Verse is the upcoming multiplayer spin-off of the Resident Evil series. Players will take on the roles of characters like Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine, or Ada Wong, and attempt to take down other players. However, once you die yourself, you'll turn into an enemy from the Resident Evil series and have a chance to take out a few more players and perhaps get revenge on the player that killed you. The multiplayer Resident Evil spin-off was first announced earlier this year during Capcom's Resident Evil Showcase as a celebration of the series' 25th anniversary. The company also has planned a second Resident Evil Showcase event for April, though Capcom hasn't announced the exact date yet. The Resident Evil Re:Verse open beta will be available on PS4, Windows PC via Steam, and Xbox One. The game is scheduled to be released on May 7th and will be entirely free for players that already own Resident Evil Village, the next main game in the series, which is set to launch the same day. I really don't know how many people are interested in it, and as one of the biggest Resident Evil fans I know, this does nothing for me. Focus on the single player and give me those good horror campaigns. Number 6, Back 4 Blood delayed to October 2021. Adam Bankhurst at IGN writes, Turtle Rock Studios has announced that Back 4 Blood has been delayed from June 22, 2021 to October 12, 2021. Fortunately, there will be an open beta this summer. The delay news was shared on Twitter alongside a message saying that the team needs a bit more time to make Back 4 Blood, quote, the best game it can possibly be at launch, end quote. Back 4 Blood is a next-gen cooperative FPS from the creators of Left 4 Dead and was first revealed at the Game Awards 2020. The gameplay is very much an homage to Left 4 Dead, but also features even more zombies alongside some larger and nastier ones. This delay hits hard as I was really looking for a fun game that me and my friends could jump into together. I was a huge Left 4 Dead 1 fan and played hours and hours of multiplayer. Unfortunately, we have to wait till October, but make the game, do it right, and release it when it's ready, and we do get to play with an open beta sometime in summer 2021. And number 7, Rust Console Edition release date announced for Xbox One. Credit to IGN staff at IGN.com. Rust, the competitive online multiplayer survival game that was first released in early access on PC in 2013, is officially coming to PS4 and Xbox One, and PS5 and Xbox Series XS via backwards compatibility on May 21, 2021. The announcement was revealed alongside a new trailer and a blog post by developer Double 11 that details the differences between Rust Console Edition and Facepunch Studios' PC version. While Rust Console Edition is obviously based on the PC version, it has been, quote, designed and optimized for a completely separate and unique console player experience, end quote. This means that Rust Console Edition will follow its own update roadmap that differs from the PC version that will, quote, provide an optimal player experience while gradually introducing players to the vast amount of gameplay and content that makes Rust an incredible experience, end quote. While Double 11 isn't quite ready to reveal the roadmap, the studio promises some of it will be shown closer to the release of the game in May. Survival games are huge, and Rust was one of the big first ones on PC back in 2013. It had a resurgence on Twitch recently, and I'm sure it will amount a huge player base when it comes to console. Let's just hope that the PC experience can be enjoyed on a console. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and given the idea at Xbox Showcase, I was just going to highlight the over 60 games that they showed at the showing. If any of these names stick out, or maybe just scrub through the Twitch VOD, check them out on your own, and the games are as followed. Adios, Aerial Knights Never Yield, Airport for Aliens Run by Dogs, Alba, A Wildlife Adventure, Alchemic Cutie, Among Us, Art of Rally, Astria Ascending, Patrio The Dark Wild, Blaster Master Zero, Chivalry 2, Cloud Gardens, Clousy, Craftopia, Dark Alliance, Death's Door, Demon Turf, Despolette, Echo Generation, Enlisted, Exo 1, Exomecha, Griftlands, Hello Neighbor 2, Iron Carbo, Kung Fu Janitor, Night Squad 2, Lake, Last Oasis, Lawn Mowing Sim, Little Witch in the Woods, Loot River, Lost Eidolons, Mad Streets, Moonglow Bay, Narita Boy, Nobody Saves the World, Omno, Onset Master, Princess Farmer, Rust, Second Extinction, Song of Iron, Soup Pot, Spaceline Crew, Stalker 2, Super Space Club, The Ascent, The Big Con, The Forest Cathedral, The Last Stop, The Rift Breaker, The Wild at Heart, 12 Minutes, Void Train, and We Are the Caretakers. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast service, share with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. I really haven't had much time to game over the last couple of weeks due to a lot going on personally, but I did have time to catch up with a friend as we played Call of Duty Zombies, and of course Call of Duty Warzone. Still enjoying that every time I play. My name is Brandon Rosa. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.